How y'all doing tonight, YouTube? Excuse me, today, YouTube. It's your boy YB. Today, I got another story time video for y'all, but just to clear the air real quick, judging by the title, this is not a shot or jab at my hometown. I'm doing this video because it's time I get back to Atlanta and acknowledge something very important that Atlanta did for me, and that's the fact that Atlanta put me on the map. As you can see, I'm waiting for the Marta train to come and get me so I can head to my spot. But around this time 9 years ago is when I first moved to Atlanta in 2014. I mean, obviously I know y'all thinking that's 10 years ago, but it's really not. So today's video is called Atlanta Put Me On. So I'm just gonna speak on how I feel Atlanta put me on the map and how I need to get back to this amazing place, because I pretty much came up down here and I'm not even from this place. And also, oftentimes people are confused thinking that I am from Atlanta, but I'm really not. So that's gonna be the theme of today's video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with all your peers, and of course, ring that bell. We coming for 5K, if not more subscribers in 2024.
What, beat.
Stuck in the same spot on this bus for like 15 minutes now. I gotta go to work. It's my last day. My boss cuts me out. Let's just say it's gonna be a show. But Atlanta can be interesting at times. Like, I ain't never been stuck on a bus this long. What's going on? This is a quick little lesson for anybody out there that lives in Atlanta. Marta is reliable, but you know, sometimes you gotta have a backup plan. Like, have Uber on standby, have your homeboy on standby, because, man, what is going on? I might be late to work, but you know, it's my last day, so I really don't too much care, but at the same time, still, I don't want to give a bad last impression. And why the heck did this car just, bro, what the world? That car just cut out a line and stuff. I hope the Marta driver do the same thing. Bro, now we gotta get off the bus and get on another bus. This is crazy. Bro, we is back on the bus now. What is going on? I'm gonna be so late to work, man. Bro, this don't make an inch of sense, man. My last day of work, what are the odds something like this will happen? That's Atlanta, Georgia for you, bro, but I love it here. Bro, I don't know what's going on this morning, but this ain't no excuse for me to be late to work. Really, I only got, it ain't worth blocking off this road. I swear, it ain't. That's right. To all my subscribers out there, y'all, Marta is not reliable. I'm gonna be the one to say it. If I get my channel took down, whatever this video took down, I don't care, but we've been on this bus for 25 minutes, and I could have been at work by now, getting some extra hours. Well, y'all, we just got put off the bus. I gotta be to work in a few minutes. Oh, sorry. Bro, we just got put off the bus over here by the Mercedes-Benz. And I gotta be to work in like 15 minutes. Bro, that van right there had to come pick me up for work today. What in the world? Y'all, I literally had to take a van that was Marta on to get to work. And I'm 3 minutes to being late. I am so disappointed in Marta in Atlanta. So you know what? Marta, I might not be fooling with you for quite some while. I know my hair looking crazy right now, y'all. That's how you know I'm having a hard time. I'm rough and I'm pissed off. Okay, y'all, so I am back. This is my first official story time of 2024, and I just want to say that this video might be a little all over the place because of what's happened in the previous clip, so let me explain to y'all what happened. So I'm on winter break from my main job, and I picked up some hours at my old job, and I took the Marta to go to work. And on this particular day, I'm guessing there was an event or something in town and they blocked the road off. So the Marta driver tells us at the last minute that he can't make a turn. That's why we've been standing there. And I'm like, dude, we all have to get to work at a certain time. I know I had to be there at 9, and there was this lady that was also on there, and there was this other guy, and they also had to be to work around the same time as me. One of them said like 8:45, one of them said 9. But you know, the point is, like, we thought Marta was a reliable form of transportation. So the Marta police officer or manager, I don't know, he was just like, you know what, y'all, I got y'all. I'm gonna take y'all in my car. And so we ended up getting in his van. I ended up sitting up front and everybody else was in the back, and I barely made it to work. So yes, I'm now finishing this video 3 days later because I had stuff to do. But yeah, Marta, you see how you disappointed me just that quick in the middle of my video where I'm explaining how Atlanta put me on. But you know, I'm not gonna discredit Marta, but on my last day of work, really. But the good thing is my boss was cool about it. She wasn't tripping, but still, I just felt so bad. So yeah, anyways, y'all, jumping back in this video, let me just first clear the air because there's been some confusion in my life for a long time that I need to clear up, and that is that I am not from Atlanta. And to anybody out there that gets the misinterpretation, let me explain to you something. I am from Alabama, but I live in Atlanta. So these whole seasonal work ordeal, I've been living in Atlanta this whole time. I've been there since 2014. But don't get me wrong, I love Atlanta. It's the coolest place I've ever lived, but no, I'm not from Atlanta, I'm from Alabama. Auburn, Alabama to be exact. That's my hometown, War Damn Eagle for life. But no, I am not from Atlanta, so please, you know, I'm clearing this up right now because even in the magazine, there was a mistake. It said Atlanta's own Chef Daquan Piner. Like, yeah, I'm based in Atlanta, but I'm not from Atlanta. You know, somebody can read that and be confused thinking that I'm from Atlanta, and I'm not, y'all. I'm from Auburn, Alabama. So please, moving forward, stop saying I'm from Atlanta because that's very offensive. And also, I don't even talk like I'm from Atlanta. You know, I barely talk like I'm from where I'm from, but you know, I just need to clear it up. But no, I'm doing this video because I think it's time that I finally get back to Atlanta and, you know, give them their props because Atlanta truly put me on the map, y'all. Like, real talk. I moved here in 2014. The first job I got was at this popcorn stand in the mall, and it wasn't even related to my major, but I was cool with that. But I just noticed ever since I moved to Atlanta, like, the elevation started. I got my first management career. I was in culinary school. I started going to events and stuff. Like, you know, I really started getting some recognition, but there came a point in time when I had to leave Atlanta because I got the job in Colorado at seasonal work. So the year is 2016. I'm on my externship, and I go up to my school and I tell them, hey, I don't like the job I have. Can you guys give me something better? Like, I'm working in Lenox Mall with my externship, and I see everybody else going to these awesome places. Like, what can I do? So they basically tell me about Vail Resorts, and I was like, I think I've applied to them in the past, you know, but what do I need to do this time differently? So I don't know what that lady told them, but they called me in 2 days and I got the job, and they told me that they needed me there by December 2016. So at this point, I'm thinking, wow, I just got an amazing job, and I didn't even tell my mom or anything. So I'm just gonna call her and tell her, like, hey, I'm moving to Colorado. And I remember when I did call my mom, she was so happy. But I remember asking her specifically, I was like, Mom, do you care if I'm about to move far, far away? You know, I got a great opportunity. And I remember her telling me, well, of course I'm going to miss you, but do you know how cool it's gonna be to tell people that my son is a chef in Colorado? And I was like, wow, that's a good point, Mom. But you know, I've been on the go ever since. So 2016 to 2023, I've been doing this seasonal work. I mean, I did have to take a break from it, but majority of my chef career has been seasonal work, and most notably Vail Resorts. I moved up into a sous chef in 2 short years. I mean, like, you know, those were, I think, my peak years. But let me stay on topic real quick. So the reason why I want to get back to Atlanta is because I left Atlanta in that time frame to go better myself and go somewhere else. But at the same time, I was still, you know, keeping my stuff here. So I feel like Atlanta truly put me on the map because had I not moved here for culinary school, would I be where I'm at right now, like doing these YouTube videos, talking to you guys about my success journey? Like, no. Being in this magazine, like, that really just made me stop and think, like, this is a place that, first of all, isn't even my hometown. They want to put me on the cover. And then 2, when they were asking me most of the questions, they were asking me like, what have I accomplished in my life? And majority of the stuff was about my upbringings, but I say 95% of my accomplishments happened the second I moved to Atlanta, Georgia for culinary school. So Atlanta, thank you, because a lot of people move to Atlanta without a plan, and a lot of them do move here with a plan and they don't like it and they just run away and don't come back. Well, I never gave up on Atlanta, not once, because I knew that I also had other stuff I wanted to do. Of course, I wanted to be a chef, but I also told myself I wanted to be an actor, and I also said that, you know, I just wanted to be in Atlanta because I felt like Atlanta was the type of place I needed to be. And I really appreciate Atlanta for showing me that, one, I had confidence, but also bringing out the beast in me, because oftentimes in my hometown, it was low opportunity, and they you know, people were so comfortable doing the same thing. So when you would tell them that stuff like you want to move to Atlanta and better yourself, sometimes people would say the most evilish, if not unpromising stuff like, oh, why do you want to go to culinary school and be a chef? You don't have to go to culinary school to be a chef, or you don't have to do that to do this. You know, like, there's always those type of people that say that stuff. But me, I didn't listen to none of that stuff, because those same people that told me stuff like that either didn't even try to go to better themselves, or, you know, they've been at the same spot their whole life. And I wasn't gonna be one of those statistics. I was gonna be the person that got out and did different. So no, I thank Atlanta for showing me that, you know, you can come up out here in this city. Because don't get me wrong, like I stated earlier in this video, I was taking Marta, I was, you know, taking the train, like I had dead end jobs, but, you know, I didn't care as long as I had a roof over my head and I was enrolled in school. So what I want to ask the world is, why is the decisions that I made after high school such a big deal? Like, of course we go to college and better ourselves, but why is me moving to Atlanta, Georgia, you know, to go to culinary school and getting my degree, why is that such a big deal that it needed to be in a magazine? Well, I'll answer the question for y'all. The reason why is because I believed in myself. I had a story, I had a testimony, but most of all, I had goals, and I stuck with them. And now here we are 10 years later, and I'm still in Atlanta, and it's like I'm swimming on all my accomplishments. Like, I'm in my first solo apartment in 10 years of being in Atlanta. Like, this means so much to me, but I just remember thinking, like, what if I never came to culinary school? And that's why I want to get back to Atlanta. And as again, I stated earlier, this isn't a shot at my hometown. I'm not taking jabs at them or nothing, but I didn't want to grow up in a town with low opportunity and be stuck there the rest of my life. So that's why I got away. And so everybody out there that, you know, wants something out of life, you can do it. You know, manifest it, make it happen, but most of all, believe in yourself, because just like you call your friends and go to them for advice, you know, your friends are going to be there to tell you the truth, but also, you know, your friends want what's best for you. And I say all that to say, my friends, I can't thank them enough for getting through to me, talking sense to me, and most of all, helping me make a good decision, because there's something else that I kind of want to tell my subscribers. First of all, I really did want to go to Colorado this winter, but things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. Housing was kind of not moving fast enough, and also, as I stated a few videos ago, I'm back to being a sous chef. So when I left Colorado in 2021, I had told myself that I was gonna walk away from the food industry and I was gonna go full on into becoming an actor. And most of all, I just kind of washed my hands with cooking. I was ready to, as they say, hang up my apron. But a lot of people were in my corner and they encouraged me like, that's foolish, you know, you are a chef. Once a chef, always a chef. And I'm like, but at the end of the day, my mental health is, you know, being jeopardized for this industry, and I'm not happy about it. So another key factor I just said, I want to become an actor. So let me just clear up the air for anybody out there that wants to become an actor. You're gonna struggle. That's why they call it struggling actor. That's why, you know, most of these actors don't blow up until like their third, fourth year. Well, I'm going on 3 years and I don't even feel like I've blown up yet. I mean, sure, I've been on Miss Pat Settles It, Wild and Out. I've been in Ben Riley's music video, but I haven't blown up yet. I haven't had a full speaking role until I see myself on a magazine, a movie poster, and I have an actual speaking role. I don't feel my acting career has really blown up yet. So no, I don't think that, I still think I'm a struggling actor. But anyways, I say all that to say, like, I have this solo group of friends. I'm sorry, a duo group of friends. You know, they're like a couple, and basically, I told them I wanted to go back to Colorado this winter again because it would have been my 5 years status. And my friends basically told me like, bro, YungBartTV isn't a guy in Atlanta, you know, making videos every day. YungBartTV is a guy that travels and does videos and stuff. But you know, basically what my friend was trying to tell me is, it sounds to me like you're only going back to Colorado to help your YouTube channel. Have you even given Atlanta a chance? You just moved to Atlanta and your acting career has started. You've been on TV, and most of all, you just got a great job, you know, in one of the biggest cities in the South. And I remember telling my friend, but yeah, you know, I like to finish what I started. I want to get that 5-year status with this company I work for. And my friend basically told me like, bro, you've been with that company way longer than 5 years. Why do you need to see it on paperwork? So I want to thank my friend for getting through to me right then and there, because also there was a little situation that came up in my life where I basically had to move and I had to find somewhere to go quick. So I like to remind y'all, Colorado once again wasn't really moving fast enough with the housing. So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should stay in Atlanta and get us a chance. So then I noticed after I had that talk with my friend, I started getting more acting gigs. And then I just sat and thought like, maybe it is time I leave seasonal work behind, because as much as I love it, you know, it's gotten me an awesome YouTube channel, and it's done a lot for me, but it hasn't done what Atlanta's done. Atlanta has got me a degree. Atlanta has shown me my full potential, and most of all, it's helped me build my confidence. So I want to thank my friend for telling me that. I'm not gonna name drop you, bro, because, you know, just for personal reasons. Like, I don't think I should be name dropping anybody on this channel, but thank you for truly getting through to me. And most of all, thank you, Atlanta, for showing me that you can come up in this city, because for a long time, I thought I would never find a good chef job in Atlanta. Now, I love my job. For a long time, I thought that, you know, being an actor was impossible, and now it's actually happening. And I can't thank Atlanta enough for putting me on the map. Now, as far as with my hometown, they just recently put me in the Auburn University website, because when I was younger, I went to the Boys and Girls Club and I was enrolled in this program called Real Sense, Real Change. And they basically reached out to me and told me they wanted to do a catch-up interview with me, and I didn't mind doing that. But honestly, that's like the one thing that my hometown has done for me since I've been on my own. And I've been on my own, like being a chef and traveling for 10 years now. And you know, I thank them for doing that, but that's all they've done. Atlanta has really done much more for me than my hometown. And again, I'm not taking shots at my hometown, I'm not discrediting it, but I really want to just take a moment and thank Atlanta for putting me on the map. Of course, I want to thank my hometown for giving me motivation and, you know, conceiving me or whatever, but at the end of the day, your hometown is not your key audience. Your hometown should never be the people you go to for validation. What you need validation from is yourself, but also where you want to go in life. Because I knew once I got to high school, I said, I'm not going to be in Auburn the rest of my life. I'm not going to be in Alabama the rest of my life. And I manifested that. And now here I am 10 years later in Atlanta in my own apartment. And I couldn't be more proud of myself for not giving up on myself and also telling myself anything's possible. So to anybody out there that watches this video, just take it from me. You can come up and have a story. I did it, and so can you. And also, if you haven't checked out my magazine, order a copy. MVM exclusive in Massachusetts, Springfield. There's a bundle going on. You can get the digital copy and a physical copy for $20, or I think if you just want to get a physical copy, it's $6, or if you just get a digital, it's $20. But you know, support my story and hear me out, because I have a story out here, and I want to encourage everybody that you can do something in this world as long as you believe in yourself. But I think that's all for today's vlog. I know it's probably all over the place and stuff, and it's not going to be much in it, but thank you, Atlanta, once again for showing me that what this world is. And most of all, thank you, Atlanta, for putting me on the map. But that's all for today's story time. I don't even know if I want to call this a vlog. That's all for today's story time. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with all your peers, and of course, ring that bell.
What, beep, beep.